welcome to this Ian Hunter classic. I think it was his biggest hit as far as a solo artist, and I'm gonna tribute this to or pay tribute to Mick Ronson, who I got to see him live and is just a fantastic player and left us way too soon. So I'll shut up and we'll get to the song here. For this song, it's in the key of A major. We're going to start out with an A, and it's a little different. We're going to go A 6th, and back to A. So we're taking our A chord. It's just basically a power chord, and we're adding that F sharp note. Okay, so on the 4th string, 4th fret, and back to A. Then we hit a D. Just a D power chord, and you just hit that once, and then you start in with the D and the D6, which would be on the 3rd string at the 4th fret. So it should sound like this. That rhythm is consistent throughout the song, so it's not your typical. You want to add that D and that little pause, and that makes the song. Okay, and you're ending on that D6, so you're ending on that B note on the 3rd string at the 4th fret. Okay, so that is consistent throughout the whole song. There are some things that Mick does that are so tasty in this song, and we'll speak to that. Even this lick. He adds some variations to that to take you into different chords. So we'll speak to that as we get through the song. So again, we've got this. Then they go into a D, and it's the first time through, it's more of a in-your-face D, so it's a da-da-da, you know, a down, up, down, and then a G. And then they go into Just Another Night, the chorus, where you start with you just hit the A once, and then you're doing these notes. You're going to hit the 3rd string, again we're at that B note, we're going to bend it up and release, hit 2, and then we go to this, that's on the 3rd string, then we go on the 4th string from 2 to 4. And we hit the 2nd fret twice. And then we come back to the 4th string from 4 to 2. Okay, so let me show you that from the beginning. We'll just start at the A. And you hear the guitar. Okay, so that's the main lick. So put that in your mind. We got that whenever they go into the chorus. So on the 3rd verse, which is really the second, and the 2nd chorus has already come, we're going to go back to our D and G, okay? And to lead us to that, this is where Mick adds a little taste to it. The lick changes a little bit. We're going to do it one time through. The 2nd time through, we'll do this. Does the 2nd time through, instead of going back to that 2nd fret on the 3rd string, we're going to come to we're going to reference the D that we're coming into. Okay, so we're going to play the D note. Okay, so he goes hammer on, and then we'll hit the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then they just hit a D, and it's not real This is not as hard hitting. You're just kind of, so it's just a D and G without the real emphasis on the chord. So they'll go through coming up to the bridge when they do another. He'll do one more of these, and then he'll do this. So let me show you this at speed, and then we'll break it down, because there's even a lead in here, which Mick Ronson does a lead under the chords, which are in the bridge. So I'm going to show you the chords, and then we'll go over the lead. So we'll lead up to it, all right? So what we're doing to, I'll go over the octaves in a second, but the chords in the break are C sharp minor to F sharp minor to E to a B power chord. Then we're going to move it up to D to E, and then when we play the F sharp, we're going to add the B note, okay, up here. And then to a D. Okay, so those are the chords in the break. Now, let's talk about what he's doing underneath there, or even to lead up to it. To lead up to it, he'll do his notes. And then he's playing on the third string, and we're going to do octaves. We're going to do the third string at 7, and the first string at 10. Okay, so that'll be our fingering consistent here. These are octaves. We don't want that second string to ring, so you want to kind of mute that. So he's going, so he hits the note, slides back. So we're going to slide from 7 to 6 to 4 to 2. All right, and then he comes up to 11 and 14, so it's a hit, slide up, and slide back. So we're going to slide up to 12, back to 11, then to 9, and then to 7. Okay, and then he starts the lead here. So I'm going to show you the intro into the octaves, and rather than play the chords for the bridge, I'll show you the lead, and then we'll break it down. So it goes like this. Octaves. Then we go just back one fret, but we're only playing one string now. We're going to play on the third string at the 6th fret. And then he comes to the 2nd fret, and we're going to play pull off to 1. So we're going to do 4, 2, 4 on the 4th string. Back to 1, then we move positions. We're going to put our first finger on that 2nd fret of the 4th string. So we have this so far. And then we slide up, hit it, and slide up to 4. And then we're going to hit 6, 7. Then we go to the 3rd string at 4, and the 2nd string, which is an E note, on the 2nd string at 5. And then then on the 3rd string at 6th fret, we're going to do a hit, bend up, release to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then hit back onto 6. Then he goes 4 on the 3rd string to 6, slide up to 7. Then we're going to slide up to 9. Bend that up, and we'll catch with our pinky on the 2nd string at 10. So a bend up and a release after hitting the pinky. And then we do it again. When we come back, we're going to take the 3rd string and slide up to 11. Oh, it'll sound like this. Just hold that note, and then you hear him come back in, and that'll be at 16 on the 3rd string. So it's a bend up as you hit it. Release the bend, and then hit 2. So let's do that bridge lead slowly so you can get this in your head. Okay, we're going to start after the octaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can hear how that all fits together. Okay, here's the lead at speed, and then we'll break it down. Start the lead out. We're in the 14th position. Okay, we're going to take 16 and bend that up, and then hit the 17th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, and then just a kind of a ghost note. It's there, and he slides back. Then we do it again. Then we slide in on the 4th string to 16. And then we take, so we go, 16 on the 4th to 14 on the 3rd. And then we go 16 back. And then we're going to take the 17 on the 2nd, so a bend up and release. And then we'll do the same thing on the 3rd string at 16 and back to 14. So what we have so far is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we're going to go back to the 4th string at 16 to the 3rd string at 14. And we do that twice. Okay, so we have this. Then we're going to take the 3rd string, bend that up, okay, full bend up, and we're going to hit the 2nd string at 17, and we'll do that 4 times. And then a release to 3rd string at 14. Okay, and then we're into the next part. The next part goes, we're at the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and then we're going to hammer into 7 twice, and then go up to 9. Hold that, and then we're going to kind of switch positions, and we'll do 9 to 11. Okay, back to 9. And then we go back to the 6th fret and hammer into 7. Okay, and then we slide up to 11 and 14. And then he's into the D and G part. And that's a little different, so I'll show you what he does different in that section. The difference in this D and G part is we go into the D and G. We're going to do a little walk up to D. We're going to do open 5th string to 2nd fret 5th string. Open 4 and then the D. At about this part, he switches. He goes up to the 9th or 7th position. And just kind of listen to it and you'll hear what he's doing. Same notes, but we've moved up, and you can hear he's definitely on the bassier strings. Okay, and then the song is starting to end, and they're continuing through. We're going to move up. We'll do the same notes, but we're at the 14th fret. We'll be playing on the 3rd and 4th string. So we're doing basically kind of the same lick. Then we're going to go, so we do the first part, and then we're going to move to the 4th string at 16, back to the 3rd string at 14. And then we'll go back to the 4th string at 14, back to 12 and 14. That just keeps repeating. And then he ends it with a, so just a bend up and 2 on the 14th. And that's how the song ends. So of course you know the chords underneath, but what a fantastic song. I love Mick Ronson, and I hope you guys enjoy this.